Screen. Welcome to 100 Yards of Football this evening. It's our Dallas Weekly videos. We're going to highlight the Dallas Cowboys 2021 schedule. If you like the video this evening, please come in and share. We'll surely appreciate it here at 100 Yards of Football. I'm your host, Vincent Turner. And as always, joining me every week to talk about what's going on in the Dallas Cowboys nation is my man who started the tradition at Florida State. He was a two-time All-American. As you see, all the great defensive players that came through there after him, Derrick Brooks, Corey Fuller, Deion Sanders. Please do not get it misunderstanding. He was the gentleman that started that great tradition. And he played 12 years with the Atlanta Falcons, first-round draft pick in the 1981 NFL draft. And I'm going to let y'all know a tidbit. He always let me know every time I'm around him in his race, it's the best draft in NFL history. My man, Mr. Bobby Butler. So if you like the video this evening, please come in and share this. We're going to quickly discuss the Dallas Cowboys schedule for 2021. So, BB, overall, how do you look at the schedule for the Cowboys coming into the 2021 season?
Well, let's look at it this way, Vincent. Hey, man, this is a great setup for the Cowboys to have a great year, right? I mean, when you look at all the teams in the league, the Eagles got the easiest schedule. The Cowboys got the second easiest schedule in the whole league based on wins and losses last year, right? Now, here's the thing. I think they play 4 teams, right? 2 of those teams they got to play twice, right? Mm-hmm. So after those 6 teams, nobody else had a winning season last year. So think about that. So it's going to be a fair shot for them to come up and do well this year. I'm looking forward to it.
I want to ask you a question. You being a player in the league 12 years, and when you look at it surrounding what's going to happen in September, and this is a question for me. It's a new season. Everybody has a clean skate. Mm-hmm. And I'm assuming the ultimate goal is the playoffs and the Super Bowl. What is that feeling coming into that first game? What is the most important thing that you being a guy that played 12 years, the team is trying to do that first weekend?
Well, the first weekend you want to win, right? We have the same record at that point, right? So you want to start the year off right, because here's the thing, Vincent. It's amazing, right? When it goes both ways. Mm-hmm. If you start winning games, guess what? You're going to have a greater tendency to win more games. If you start losing games, you have a greater tendency to slide, right? Mm-hmm. And I know that to be so true because in 1990, we were 5-11. Mm-hmm. Not one roster change, 5-11, but we lost 10 games in the last 2 minutes of the fourth quarter. So we were right there, but our record didn't indicate it. Well, the next year, same guys, we ended up 11-5 record season and got to the second round of the playoffs. So it's really tight. When you start talking about teams with losing records, hey, listen, every year, everybody's got a clean slate. We start all over because with the same guys that played last year, they can go out there and go all the way to the Super Bowl, man. I've seen it happen too many times.
Okay, let's talk about the Cowboys' first game against the Tampa Bay Buccaneers, defending Super Bowl champions with the GOAT, Tom Brady. Mm-hmm. A lot of questions surrounding the Cowboys because of the health of Dak Prescott. Mm-hmm. In my opinion, he's the guy that's going to make the ship go where the Cowboys are going to be, quote unquote, we saying Super Bowl quality. Mm-hmm. Going into that first game, you Mike McCartney, you had problems on defense. You have made a lot of changes bringing in a D coordinator. Mm-hmm. Get inside his mind. You're going up to Tampa, playing the defending Super Bowl champions. As you said, they made hardly any changes in the offseason. Mm-hmm. They re-signed Antonio Brown. They're bringing everybody back. They're bringing the young man Shaquille Barrett back. What is Mike McCartney going to try to accomplish going up to Tampa Bay? National TV, your only game on Thursday night. What's the mindset of Mike McCartney and the Cowboys going up there?
Well, first and foremost, he drafted defense in this year's draft. He got Dan Quinn there, who's an excellent defensive coordinator, right? It's not going to be the Dallas Cowboys from last year. I can tell you that right now. And I'm gonna tell you right now, Tampa Bay, hopefully the party is over and they're ready to play, right? It's going to be a great test for them, day one, because the Cowboys, every year at this point, they really feel that they're Super Bowl contenders. Every year at this point, right? Now, here's a big question mark, Dak Prescott. Dak Prescott is a big question mark. Is he going to be able to come back and just get right back to the level of football that he was playing? If that's the case, they're going to stand a good chance in the game opener down in Tampa Bay. But I don't think Tom Brady will let them slide like that. I mean, he's been around a little bit too long for that. But I can't I'll put it this way. I give them a loss in Tampa Bay. First game of the year, I give them a loss.
Okay, September 27th, you're on Monday night, you're playing a division rival in the Philadelphia Eagles, bringing a hot shot rookie in, Devontae Smith, Heisman Trophy winner at the University of Alabama, Jalen Hurts. How big is that division game? You playing your first division opponent.
Hey, listen, here's the thing about the division. I don't care what the records indicated last year. It's going to be a dog-eat-dog fight, right? They're going to have to scrap. And the Eagles and Cowboys, they got one of those history, man, that, they're going to grind. I mean, they grind the last game last year, right? And so it's going to be a good game. But I think that's a game the Cowboys going to win, man. I got the Cowboys winning that game, right? I think Jalen Hurts is gonna step up another notch this year. I think he's gonna be well. They got the receiver room is better, that you just talked about. It's gonna be a dog-eat-dog blue-collar fight, but I think the Cowboys will come out victors in that game.
Another game that came to my attention, October the 17th. New England. What's your opinion? Or what do you think about this? Will Cam Newton be the starting quarterback October the 17th when the Cowboys travel up to New England? I just want to get your opinion.
I'm going to be honest with you. I think so. I really think so. I mean, at the end of the day, if you bring in competition to the room and they're going to compete, I don't think Cam Newton is going to back down and be second place at that point, right? So you got a big dog coming in. And I say big dog simply because he's a first-round pick, right? But yet and still, he's got to go and complete the job. This is not college football right now. This is the NFL. And, at Alabama, you had all the talent on your side. But now you're going to see week in and week out. It's a whole nother different thing, right?
So, BB, you throwing a shot, man?
Well, I'm just saying this. I think
Mac Jones gonna grow up real fast when he gets to the league.
Well, I like Matt Jones. Don't get that twisted now. I do like Matt Jones. Everybody who plays a quarterback position shouldn't go straight to the starting lineup their rookie year. It just shouldn't go that way. Now, one or two things can happen. You can put Matt Jones in there and put him to the wolves right away, and he can get all his confidence shot right away. Or you can let the competition go, and if the competition is there, if they don't decide, they let the play decide Cam Newton to be a starting quarterback at the beginning of the year, and he can just sit there until he's ready. Right? We don't have to rush him. I think he's going to be a good quarterback, but just don't rush him. It's going to be interesting. But at the end of the day, that game, I got Dallas winning that game against the Patriots.
2 games in November, and it's just me speaking on this. 2 games that I'm really thinking is going to decide the Dallas Cowboy fate. And we're going to really find out, are they a serious team, a championship level team? November the 14th, where your former team, Atlanta Falcons, come visit Texas Stadium. And then the following week, the Kansas City Chiefs, the mighty Kansas City Chiefs, come in with, I believe he's the $300 million man, right? Patrick Mahomes.
$500 million.
$500 million. I know I was off a couple of $100 million, but those 2 games right there, how big is those games going to be in us determining whether or not Dallas is Super Bowl caliber?
Well, I'm gonna tell you right now, those games are gonna be big because I don't know if y'all remember, the Atlanta Falcons dominated the Cowboys last year, and then lost their mind in the fourth quarter. Right?
Yes.
Or we can say the second half. I don't want to say that, right? But at the end of the day, they're gonna have to play. It's not gonna be like, oh, we beat them last year, we're just gonna roll in here. Man, ain't nobody thinking about last year no more, right? So they're gonna have to play. And I can't wait to see the Falcons play. They got an interesting situation going on. I can't wait to see how they're gonna play overall. I think the Falcons are gonna be a playoff team this year in a tough division, by the way. And then, the Kansas City game, I got to just go ahead and give them a flat L right there, because Kansas City, at that point of the season, Vincent, they're going to be in playoff form. And, when you think about it, what they did this offseason with their offensive line, see, that they lost the Super Bowl primarily because they were not good up front on offense. Well, I think they don't rectify that situation this offseason, right? They're the most prolific offense in the National Football League, all right? Dallas has got to prove themselves to get back and start playing better defense. I think Dan Quinn will have them in a good spot by that point. But yet and still, we're talking about Magic Man, Patrick Mahomes. That's a different thing. So, it's going to be interesting, but I think that's a game that they won't win against the Kansas City Chiefs.
Okay, my final question this evening, as we'll preview the Dallas Cowboys schedule, we picked out certain games that we think it's going to have an enormous impact. My final question in the evening, I'm going to go back to the Dallas game. Mm-hmm. Now, be honest, do I need to talk low here? Mm-hmm. How much Dan Quinn is going to be motivated to beat his old team? And how much is that going to play in his mindset? A team that fired him, a city that he went through tremendous ridicule his last 2 years.
Absolutely.
Is he going to be motivated that week to beat his team, the Atlanta Falcons?
Absolutely. Absolutely. Put it this way. He want to make a statement that night. He want to make a statement in a big way. So get ready. But here's the thing. At the end of the day, the Cowboys got them toys. All right? The Cowboys got them toys. The Falcons got them toys. And number 11 is playing at a high level, injury-free. We know 18 is young, gifted, and, he's doing his thing. And then this young guy from the University of Florida, this tight end they got, listen, they're going to play different. And Matt Ryan, put it this way, I know on draft day he was in his room doing this right here. Because when you got a tight end / wide receiver, because that's what he is, I mean, you can put him anywhere, right? And he can catch balls. That's a gift to a quarterback. And then when you can check down and catch him in the short, he can get open. Bruh, it's going to be a nightmare for somebody, because if you got to double the slot, Julio and them out there, man, they're ready to eat. They're ready to eat. Calvin Ridley, they're ready to eat. So it's going to be interesting.
Bobby Butler, your final words about the Cowboys season, win total.
Okay, listen, it's a new era that we're going in. We got a 17-game regular season, right? 17 games, right? I got the Cowboys winning 11 to 12 games this year. They got the schedule to do it, right? Here's the thing. They got to win the games they're supposed to win, right? And then win one or two that they're not supposed to win. Like if they upset Kansas City, bruh, that's going to send a message to everybody. If they upset Tampa, that's going to upset some people, right? That's going to put them on a good course. So, and I believe they're capable of doing that once they can shore that defense up, make sure it's working right. And we got to get the offensive line, which I still think they should have did more in the O-line this year. But maybe they're confident that they're good there. So we'll see what happens.
My final words about the 2021 Dallas Cowboys. Me being a longtime Dallas Cowboy fan, growing up in Memphis, Tennessee, it was only two teams you were going to root for, the Pittsburgh Steelers or the Dallas Cowboys. I happen to choose the Dallas Cowboys. So this year, I think this football team is very talented, as Mr. Butler said, from an offensive standpoint. It's been a long time, since 1996, since the Cowboys have won a Super Bowl trophy. And every year I have to go into the season and bring that up, because when you win a Super Bowl, you're in the elite class. But hopefully this year, Dak Prescott, you got your money. We got a new defensive coordinator that's bringing in a whole new scheme. Michael Parsons, I think he's going to be one of the phenomenal young players to come in this league. So to Cowboy Nation, please don't bite the dust. Don't be another one bite the dust this year. Please at least get us to the NFC Championship game. So if you like the video today, please comment and share it. And all I can say is, rise up, Cowboy Nation. How about them Cowboys?
How about them?